Alright everybody, finally made it back to the track. Today is absolutely awesome already. Barely a cloud in the sky, and we're gonna be racing. If you missed any of yesterday's action, once the sun finally came out, it was awesome. I mean, that last race, I'll see if I can put a link to the MotoAmerica video so you can check it out. But today I'm just gonna bum around the track a bit, get some footage, get some photos before all the action starts in about, I don't know, 2 hours. And hopefully we can whip up a nice video. It doesn't have any rain in it. Just gonna load up the moped and take a little buzz around. Got my 70-200 today, the GoPro, and the camera you're watching this on now. Let's go take a little ride. Okay everybody, you smell that? Smells like, oh, it smells like Wisconsin. You can smell cow manure somewhere. I'm just kidding. It smells like racing. There's, I'm sitting here down in the back of turn 5. There's some cars going around the track right now, just checking out for loose pieces of whatever can fly off when you're going 180 miles an hour. So I'm gonna buzz around the track just to kind of show the good photo spots. Let's just get around the track. There's 4 or 5 of my favorites, and I'll try to hit them all up so that you know what you're in for when you come. Alright, so here's turn 5. Even if you don't have a media pass, you got a pretty good angle from here. If you have even a 70-200, it's not quite enough reach, but if you have a good body, you can really crop into that. You can also get them going up the hill. Most of the media guys will park right here, get a couple good shots of the first pass coming through, and all the bikes or cars are all kind of grouped together, since this is the first kind of big long straightaway. So this isn't terrible. You can get up in the bleachers, but if you don't want the fence in your way, you're gonna have to kind of come over here. But then you got to compete with some of the meaty guys. If you do have a longer lens, like a 200-400 or even a 300, you can kind of get up here on this little hill, and then you can kind of see a little bit better into that area. So I'm gonna head up over to turn 6 because that's one of my favorites, and we'll see when we get up there. Okay, so here I am on turn 6. This is right at the top of the hill from where I was just a minute ago. And as a spectator, you have a really good view from here. As you can see the track, you're above it, you're above the wall, you're above the fence. Even with a 70-200, say right here, you have a great view of everything that's going around the corner. There's always action up here, bikes or race cars, it doesn't really matter. IndyCar really flies through here, and IMSA guys as well. So without a media pass and a simple 200mm or even 300mm kit lens, you can really reach in there and get some action at the corner. Most of the media guys will park right up by the barrier there, and they get really nice shots. I'll post a couple that I have from this area. And then you got the TV stand kind of in your way, but there's plenty of room here. The one catch fence, that wasn't always there. They just put that up a few years back, so you used to be able to get a really nice straight on shot with the media pass and this straightaway coming up the hill. You still can, but you are fighting with the fence. If you have good glass, it reaches through it, but if you don't, you're gonna see the fence and that kind of messes with your shot. So a lot of guys, if they have good glass, good cameras, they actually will park over here, and you can kind of see between the fence and the TV stand. However, today the TV stand's in the way. Not all races are televised, so that's not always being used, but if you got a good glass, you can kind of reach in there. I have some photos of that too. It's not ideal, but if you don't have media pass, you can still take photos. So let's head over to turn 7 and let's see what we got over there. So here's another spot that's similar to turn 5 where the fence is pretty close to the action. You're not going to be able to get as close as the media guys, obviously, but without a media pass and a 300mm lens or bigger, a 400mm, you can really reach right into that corner. So a lot of times guys that have those lenses, they'll park right along this fence, and that's kind of where they hang out all day. There'll be a bigger crowd here, maybe not today, but definitely for June sprints and for Indy. This is a very popular area. It'll start to really fill in, and then you can kind of move back and forth between 5 and 7. Obviously I'm on a moped, that is ideal, that between that and a golf cart if you can afford one. Obviously you can still drive your car everywhere near the track, so you can get close, but navigating with your car after a while gets kind of annoying when there's a lot of people. So I'm just gonna buzz up the path here to the next spot where a lot of people get some really nice panning shots where you're above the track. We'll check that out right now. Okay, so here you're above the track, and this makes for some really awesome panning shots right through here. The morning hours are a little bit bright because they're in your face, so they don't make the best panning shots, but in the afternoon this is premium. You can even catch the reflection of the sun on parts of the cars or the bikes that come through here. Also, when you're here for like the Trans Am race or IMSA, sometimes you can catch some really nice backfires through here as the guys kind of let off the gas. Same with down by number 6. There's some nice backfire shots you can get up. So from here, as you can see, you're headed down to turn 8 and the camping area. So let's go, I'm gonna go check out. I just wanted to see how full the camping area is. From here, I'm just gonna buzz around the camping area. This is the carousel. It's very popular for campers. The Johnsonville Bridge is right over there. This is turn 8 into the carousel. So I'll just buzz around and you can see how full camping is for this weekend. It's pretty impressive, and every weekend from this point forward is pretty full. So it's kind of cool to see how fans come down here and really pack in the place. And MotoAmerica will be adding a lot more camping, so there'll be a lot more places to chill out for the entire weekend. And honestly, if you get a weekend pass, you're gold. It's the best deal. Plus you can hang out on the track all weekend long. Let's check it out. we finally made it to the afternoon, and it's hot out here. It's easily in the 80, 85 degree range, and we're just setting up and getting ready for the last two races of the day. Round 2, super bikes and the super stock. We'll probably go hang out by the carousel and get some afternoon shots since the sun is kind of making its way overhead. I did take quite a bit of video of the crowd, so you're going to see a bunch of that, and the vendors and stuff like that. It's a really good crowd. This would be perfect for a drone shot. Really make this crowd look like as big as it is. So just stay tuned, and I'll come back at the end, and we'll wrap this up. Alright guys, well that's it. We just put the finishing touches on the MotoAmerica weekend here at RaceDayPhotog. Crowd was awesome, weather was great today, finally dried up, and I got a lot of footage. We're gonna head home and cut this all up and put it together, so hopefully what you're seeing now is the end of the video. And next week we have the rocker box, which I'm probably gonna be down here for at least one of the days, and the following week is June sprints and then IndyCar, so tons of action for June. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you're ever in Wisconsin, come on out to RaceDayPhotog. It's a great time. A lot of people, a lot of great food, a lot of racing action. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Ciao.